Hey everyone, it's Rob from Hypop and welcome back to another video. In this one, we're unboxing and reviewing the brand new Godox AD100 Pro. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button for more videos just like this. Hit that notification bell to be updated of any new content we release. Leave a like on the video if it's helped you. Feel free to leave down in the comment section below your thoughts or if you have any questions about the Godox AD100 Pro. Follow us on social media at Hypop and visit our website, hypop.com.au. Let's get into it. So I've got with me the brand new Godox AD100 Pro pocket size flash here. It's an addition to their Witstro range of flashes, their portable outdoor strobes. Now we've done a comparison with all of those flashes, including the 200 Pro, 300, 400, 600, and 1200 Pro. So if you want to take a closer look at that video, click the link up above. We've also done a comparison with their X triggers. So we compare which one to use, which one's a little bit easier to use and has better functions for your needs. And that's the X1, the X2, and the X Pro triggers. So if you want to take a closer look at that one, click the link up above. Now we've got the AD100 Pro here. It's kind of like a surprise entry into their range because Godox, I've got their 200, their 300, their 400, they've been filling all those gaps. We didn't really expect them to come up with a 100 watt flash, a portable flash. So let's take a closer look at what's included. When we open up this case here, you can see there's the small carry pouch, which is great. So similar to their 200 and their 300 Pro models, they have a carry case. It's a nice little neat one here and it definitely will fit in most camera bags or even just a regular backpack. Really compact in size, obviously to suit the compact size of the flash. Now inside the case here, we've got everything that you're used to seeing in a Witstro flash package. So you've got a little zipper compartment here, and inside that zipper compartment here, we've got some documentation, we've got the manual, we've got the warranty card, and we've also got a little pamphlet from Godox. You've got the AD100 Pro flash itself. So really nice, small and compact flash. It's maintaining that round shape that they've had from the 300 Pro. And it looks like almost like the V1 head in a little monoblock body, which is neat. Now the great thing about this head here is actually it's a magnetic head that supports the AK-R1 accessory kit. So if you're wanting to have quick, easy lighting modifiers, you can use this with the AK-R1 kit. Now the other accessories included, there's a little battery charger stand there that plugs in and it's a USB Type-C. There's that USB Type-A to Type-C cable. There's the battery here. So this battery here is a 2600 milliamp battery or 18.72 watt hours. And it looks like quite a large battery and almost similar to the V1 battery. It's called the WB100. And you've got a light stand bracket here, and it's one of those new ones that has the little tension lock here, and it has two locking points with the 1/4" thread. This is for mounting on light stands. And of course the little charging brick. So this is the one that plugs into the USB cable here, and you can plug that in to charge your battery. And that's it. So the case itself has little cutouts here and everything fits really neatly, which is great. And to install the battery, it's really straightforward. Just slide that in. You need to make sure that the contact points line up. It only goes in one way, it can't go in any other way, so that's good. And you just push to insert. Let's take a closer look at how to use the flash. Running through the specs of the AD100 Pro. Firstly, it's a battery operated flash. It's got TTL and high speed sync up to 1/8000th of a second. It also has a recycle time of 0.01 seconds to 1.5 seconds at full output. Now where this sits in Godox's range of flashes, you've got the highest powered speedlight, which is the Godox V1. It's approximately 76 watt seconds in output. So this sits just above that. So if you're looking at a V1 already and you want a little bit more output and you're not really shooting on camera anyway, you're shooting mostly off camera with the trigger, then the AD100 Pro is going to give you a little bit more punch for its size. So it's equally as compact. You don't have the hot shoe bracket obviously to mount this onto a camera. However, it does give you that 100 watts of output, which is great. It also has an output range between 1/256 up to 1/1, and you have 9 stops in between. You can also go up in 0.1 stop increments or 1/10 increments. And also it has a little modeling lamp, which is great, what you'd expect from a flash. As mentioned earlier, it supports the AKR1 lighting modifier set, but you can also use this with Godox's S2 bracket set too. So that's the S2 bracket that allows you to mount the V1 head, the newer version, so don't get the S-type, get the S2. And that allows you to mount round head flashes just like this. And it has a Bowens mount at the front, so that means you can mount lighting modifiers such as softboxes, barn doors, beauty dishes, umbrellas, a whole bunch of different lighting modifiers too. Now the bracket that comes with it here, it's just a standard bracket. This allows you to mount onto a standard light stand, and it has a little umbrella thread there as well, so you can use this with an umbrella modifier, but it doesn't allow you to mount softboxes. So grab that S2 if you're wanting to use this with softboxes. The great thing about this flash here is its compact size. You can see that in my hand right here. You know, a lot of people online and on YouTube have already been comparing this to a can of soft drink, which literally it is. It's like this in the size of my hand. So like you can use this bracket here to mount directly onto the flash, and it's on the bottom here, and it's a 1/4 inch locking thread. So if your stands already have 1/4 inch threads, it'll go straight on. But the advantage of this bracket is that it allows you to tilt as well as mount umbrellas too. So if you just have a standard umbrella modifier, it's perfect for that. You have 2 mounting points to mount this bracket. You have one at the back and one at the front. And it has those little, cutout parts there that allow you to sort of secure it tightly and screw this in to fasten. Make sure that it's really locked into that bracket there. This bracket's made from metal, so it's nice and sturdy, and it allows you to mount to a light stand. So I've got a light stand with me right next to me here. And you can see it's got 2 knobs. First knob at the top just allows you to tilt it, and the bottom knob here, just a tension sort of knob, allows you to mount it onto a light stand. So that's your little setup if it's straight out of the box. As mentioned, if you want to use softboxes and other lighting modifiers, you'd use this with the optional S2 bracket. Looking at the physical features of the AD100 Pro, firstly, there's some physical vents on the side here of the casing. You've also got a diameter of about 76 mil, and the actual flash itself is about 120 mil, or about 12 centimeters. The weight of the flash is 524 grams, so about 1/2 kilo, with the battery included. There's a little tidbit with the battery here. There's a little eject button on the side. When you're ejecting the button, if it's already mounted in, it actually shoots out. So you need to be quite careful to do this. So you can see it just pops out just like that. Just shoots out. So you just need to make sure your hand is there ready to catch it. Now the light itself has a 2600 milliamp battery, and this battery here is compatible with the Godox V1 flash. So if you've already got a Godox V1 flash, those 2 batteries are interchangeable there. You've also got 364 power flashes with this battery too. So that's that full 100 watt output, you get 360 flashes. You have a few ports on the side here of the flash, which I'll show you. So there's a little rubber housing enclosure there, and inside that, or once you lift that, there's the USB Type-C, and you've also got a 3.5 mil sync port there too. So if you're using some third-party triggers, then you can still use those with that sync port. This flash here is compatible with Godox's X wireless system. So you need to purchase a separate trigger if you don't have one already to operate this flash. So you need to be mindful of that. At the top here, you've also got an optical sensor. So that's that red strip at the top there. And on the back, you can see there's an LCD screen, there's the battery. You've also got a mode button, a menu, a modeling lamp, and you've also got a little dial to control everything. You've got the grip channel, you've got the zoom button, you've also got a test button and the power button. So all in all, it's a really streamlined design. You can see how the battery actually sits into the unit itself. So they've managed to really bring down the size of this flash here, and it's something that you can literally fit in a pocket. If you've got a jacket or something you can slide in there, and it's something you can throw into your camera bag, and it won't occupy too much space, which is really the great advantage of the AD100 Pro. So going through the menu of the AD100 Pro, firstly, let's turn the flash on, hit the power button, and you can see it's telling you to spin the dial to turn it on, because it's got a little lock feature, which is good, because if it accidentally turns on in a bag, for example, you don't want to be pressing buttons and consuming the battery power if you don't have to. So that's good. So you can spin that, and as soon as you spin that, you hear that beep, and then it turns the flash on, and you can now see the default menu there. So some of the symbols here on the menu, you've got wireless mode on, it's saying it's on channel 21, and that's as default straight out of the box. You've got TTL mode, so it shows you your mode, it shows you your battery capacity, it shows you the group that you're on, the zoom that you're on, and also that the audible beep function is on. Jumping on those buttons there, you've got mode button, and that cycles through the different modes for the flash. So you've got your manual mode, TTL, you've also got multi-mode, and you've got menu as the next button there, and also the modeling lamp. So you can see if you press these two buttons, it actually has a double up function, which is reset. So if you've hit some settings, or you hit some buttons and you don't know what you've done, you can hit reset here, and it actually shoots you back into default settings. So for example, I've hit a few buttons just then, hold that down, and it resets it, and resets it back to TTL and channel 21, which is its default setting. Before we jump in the menu, let's go through all the other buttons here. We've got modeling lamp, and you can see the modeling lamp indicator has turned on, and the modeling lamp itself has turned on there, you can see. You can just press that on or off, or if you hold it, it actually shows a number here, and that's the intensity of the modeling lamp. So you can see it's 1 up to 10. It's actually quite bright for its size, surprisingly, and it's an LED modeling lamp, so it's not consuming too much power or of that battery capacity that you've got there. You can turn that off. Now at the top right here, you've got group channel, and this is just doubling up. You can see the groups changing as I'm going through there. You can hold down, and then the channel will flash, and you can use the spin dial to spin through. Let's just set it on channel 1 for testing's sake. And you can press down on that spin dial for the set function of that button, so it's a spin dial as well as a button. And you've got zoom, and zoom changes the zoom of the internal Fresnel head there, so setting it to 28, 35, 50, or 70, 85. And you've also got a test button. You can hear that audible beep going off, and then you've got the on-off button. So jumping into the menu now, first option is beep. So beep there, when you press down, you can actually turn this off. So if you didn't like that audible beep button when it was firing off, you can see that's turned off now, and it's not making any sound. But it's best to have it on in most cases, because if you're shooting a subject such as a model, they use that usually as an indicator to change poses. You've got another which says here photo C, which changes it and basically allows you to select whether or not this flash is a slave or if it's just off. So you can set it to S1 or S2. So we'll just set that to off because it's going to be our master. Now you got standby mode here, and this is just standby if the flash is on, like how long until it actually turns off. So it's set by default to 60 minutes. You've got a flash delay here. You can set how many 0.0 or 0.1 seconds that you'd like the flash to go off after it's been triggered. In most cases this is off because this is usually used for creative lighting type situations or creative shoots. Next is your wireless mode, and if you've got that on or off. If you're going to be using the sync port here, maybe you're not using the wireless mode. Sometimes the wireless mode has interference from other 2.4 gigahertz devices. You can turn that off, and you can see that little wireless indicator's gone now. In most cases that'll be on because you'll be using your X1, X2 or your X Pro. And wireless ID is also the last setting here, and that lets you select a wireless ID for this particular device. So you could have this set to say 18 for example, and you need to set that up on your trigger too so they can talk to each other. This just further dials in some of those wireless settings so you're not getting too much interference. A lot of people accidentally hit that ID setting, and for some reason it's not talking to their trigger anymore, and then they get confused as to why it's not working. If that ever happens, you either double check your wireless ID settings and set that to off completely, or just hit the reset button. As we mentioned, if all else fails, hit reset. That's what I say. So hit reset there, and you can see it just jumps back, and that'll reset your wireless ID settings too. So that's all your little menu functions for the light there. So my final thoughts on the AD100 Pro are that there's 3 types of customers that would really be looking at this particular light. Firstly, are ones that are already using speed lights and they're after a little bit more power. And if you're starting to no longer shoot on camera and you're shooting mostly off camera with a trigger, you'll be comfortable using the AD100 Pro. So for example, if you're using the Godox V862 or the Godox V1, or even some of their smaller flashes like the TT685 and the TT350, if you want a little bit more output and you're mostly using it off camera anyway, then the AD100 Pro is a great step up. It's not giving you too much power, it's still maintaining that portability, It's really a great option for those that are after a portable flash strobe. The second person that I'd be looking for it would be someone that's after their first flash. So if you're just going for one light that you're wanting to get into straight away and you're comfortable shooting off camera, okay, the main advantages of shooting off camera are that you can position the light wherever you want. So it doesn't have to be on top of your camera directly at your subject. It could be off the side of them. You can be creating more dramatic looking shots, especially when using lighting modifiers. And this light here is going to be a perfect first flash. If you don't want to jump straight into that 200, 8200 Pro, 8300 Pro, and you don't want to invest all that money straight away, then the 8100 Pro is sort of sitting at that middle mark. It's between that speed light flash strobe bracket. It's perfect for a first flash for most people. And the last person would be the people that are already invested in Godox. So if you've already got a Godox lighting kit, if you've already got the 8200, 400, you've got a bunch of different Godox lights. The great thing about the 8100 Pro is that it's compatible with Godox's 2.4 gigahertz wireless system. So that means it's compatible with the X1, X2, and X Pro. And that means you can add it to your lighting setup. So if you want a hair light, if you want a background light, if you want an accent light, if you want to modify a light, you can mount a little snoot on this if you're using the Godox S2, if you want to direct the light directly at your subject and then light the background with another flash. If you have a 2 or 3 light kit already, this is a perfect addition because it doesn't offer too much output, okay, that's going to overpower some of your other lights. It's a low cost to entry, so to purchase this, it's relatively cheap. And it's already compatible with everything that you've already got. So that's the other customer that's gonna be looking at the 8100 Pro. So for more videos just like this, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell to be updated of any new content we release. Leave a like on the video if it's helped you. Feel free to leave down in the comments section below your thoughts or if you have any questions about the Godox 8100 Pro. Follow us on social media at Hypop and visit our website, hypop.com.au. Thanks for watching.